The big test of our big fight recap. I'm hyped. I hope this works. CHAEMIKO on the left-hand side, Lajuk on the right-hand side. Good to see CHAEMIKO on the War3 Champions ladder. Good to see Lajuk grinding like his life depends on it. And once we got a showcase of stuff that wasn't working and is now working, or stuff that we newly implemented, we'll see. But you take notes. You open up your notepad and take notes. First, we take note of CHAEMIKO because he's one of the greatest human players there is currently, if not the best. He's definitely one of the funnest. And Lajuk is quite a rising star in Poland, eh? If he's not the best. Germany versus Poland. We're currently looking for a date for the Nations League. Aye. We are quite an underdog, we have to say. Last Refuge. And Lajuk, not of the opinion that we play Blade Master here. No. We go fast here as so often. That is the norm. On the other side, 3 farms for creeping. Fast level 3 creep route is probably what we're looking for. And hopefully we get some claws, ladies and gentlemen, to test if that is working properly. But I'm pretty sure it is. And I have to remind myself that we have to look at the fight recap. If there is a fight, of course. So, lots of creeping at the Merc camp versus instant harass towards the Merc camp. Rope of the Magi for CHAEMIKO. Kinda nice, I have to say. Off we go onto the worker, number 1. Dude, I like how LDK, Lajuk, has no fear about this. Just comes in, wakes up the creeps. How cool. Is it 2 peasants then? It absolutely is. Can we see this now? Ha! Ha ha! There we go, ladies and gentlemen. 2 peasants killed, confirmed by our fight recap. Easy. 300 gold difference. Why is that 300 gold? 4 peasants. Is it so many? Ay. Okay, that is then 300. Not bad. Do you have vision of who gets the last hit? War3 Champions has in this thingy here. So, look at this. First item drop, first claw +5. It is fixed. It is fixed. So, Lajuk, nice little harass. Level 1.5. That's a lot of XP. That also confirms the 4 peasants. Finally watchable. Right? We go with headhunters and we go with spikes. Because we don't want any buildings to fall here. No shop, no borrow. And CHAEMIKO will inevitably come into the base. Now Blizzard will buff Claws back to +6. And then I know how to implement the +6. How many years has this been wrong? 3.5 years, I think. Or 4 years. More or less, like... The majority of issues that I fixed are 4 years old. Yeah. Disgusting. Yeah, we're lying to the scene, Mr. Shosh. We're just straight up. We were straight up for years lying at the scene in bad faith also. Is it intended that there's no game sound? Why is there no game sound? No, that is not intended. Hello. There we go. Aha. No, that was not intended. Focus is somewhere else. So, CHAEMIKO not able to go into the orc base. Archmage Pit Lord, let's go! CHAEMIKO not also incredibly handsome and likable, but also very stylish. Coming in with the Pit Lord and the cleave and the claws. Alrighty, let's see how this goes. Fastia level 3. Footy falls. Headhunter falls. More footies falling. Ay. Pit Lord already 700 damage though, so that's not bad. Get another Headhunter here. Okay, you know what it is? It's time for the fight recap! And you can clearly see that CHAEMIKO lost more. The graph isn't working, huh? Why is the graph not working? There used to be a graph. Oops, wrong thing. Nah, okay. I gotta write that down. Graph not working.
A player's forces are under attack.
Odd. Fixing later. So, I gotta say, Lajuk is holding his ground really well, no? Lajuk is holding his ground really well. Pit Lord surrounded with a big heal potion, but you can't use your heal potion when you're Hex! Chain Lightning Rip! Yeah, dude, this is a nasty creepjack.
A player's forces are under attack.
Dude, LDK is doing really well here, I gotta say. Saving a Headhunter to the right-hand side. Saving another Headhunter here. CHAEMIKO, I mean, he has no damage. Is it the correct value? Yes! Lovely. Okay, 2100 damage Pit Lord. Not bad. By the way, we are on tier 3. On Lajak's side. And then we go home and lick our wounds. We can see the new thingy here. Wait, where is it? How many units did we lose overall? Ah! Oh, wait, that's not properly aligned. Nah. That should be different. Okay, note to self. Notes. Align browser sources with player position. Fight recap graph doesn't work. Okay, that's the two things so far. 16 wolves across the entire game. Yep. I mean, they expire. That's the downside with summons. Like, it's kind of interesting how many times, like, we see how many times the summon was summoned. But if they expire, it counts towards deaths. Anyway, we fight this Pit Lord who got another claw. That's quite a claw. Dude, CHAEMIKO, the only damage output that CHAEMIKO really has, if we're honest, is Water Elementals and the Pit Lord. And you know what? The old man with +9 is not too shabby either. Dude, is the Pit Lord gonna win the game just like that? Okay, value numbers. Value numbers collide with third hero box. Ay, so many notes to take. Lajuk is pretty hurt. This is gonna cost a fortune. But alright. We have a Blade Master third, ladies and gentlemen. He would love to have the Pit Lord inventory. But all he gets is a tiny. I have a tiny, but he got the Great Hall. It puts him in a better spot. Alright, but cool game, man. Cool game. As CHAEMIKO also made it to tier 3. We have Tauren. We go for Griffins, as that is the #1 Tauren counter. And then usually Orcs struggle a little bit to get anti-air out. But in this case, we have Mirror Image Blade Master. We'll probably also get the Orb. And then he is the #1 anti-air that we love so much. Solid Illusions. 8,000 damage. Gloves of Haste. Nice. Parabs of Vitality. Nice. CHAEMIKO not mining it though. Only one base. Nice damage reduction. Claws plus 12 on the blade. Yes, please. Okay. Who? Oh my god, claws plus 5. That is the perfect game to test if the claws plus 5 are working, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Very good use. Very good use. So we get upgrades now. We get Beastery now, but that might be a little bit too late. We fight 50 versus 60, both at tier 3. Griffins versus Tauren, Pit Lord versus Blade Master. Who does more? Inner Fire helps a little bit, but this Blade Master level 3 now. He got the Orb of Lightning too. So Griffins, you better watch out, man. Shadowhunter though, in the middle of it all, in the back. But does it really do any damage? Not really. Archmage level 5, nice. A kingdom for Blizzard, if you ask me. Feels like a hero is destined to die with the Pit Lord just doing damage everywhere. And this is where Spirit Link becomes a little bit of a trap, because if you hit one, you hit all. And we check, of course. Did the fight recap display this correctly? Looks like it, huh? Looks like it. Not too many losses in the army for CHAEMIKO, but good inventory. And if LDK had one more heal scroll, that would have been lovely. So, Blade Master Illusions, huh? Yeah. That is misleading. A little bit misleading. Heroes are always in the top row. I don't know. Maybe I wanna say that. I wanna save that. I wanna keep that. Maybe we need an indicator. I don't know. So that's the expo gone, by the way. kind of missed that. And now we just move away. Ay. Bats now. Against Inner Fire, bro! How, like, sometimes I really don't know what to tell to the people. How many times did I tell people, if you see Griffins, you go Wyvern? I mean, he had Headhunter already. I'm not complaining about the Headhunters. But Bat Riders against 1 armor and Inner Fire, that's 7 armor. Do people know how Bat Riders work? Sometimes I think no. Yeah, Shosh knows. If he goes Wyvern with Spirit Link, he would have counted all army and heroes, and he got Orb to dispel Water Elemental. I agree. I mean, he didn't know that CHAEMIKO would go Griffins. It was a caster army first. And makes sense
attack.
to go Torrent vs Breaker, so I give him the benefit of a doubt. Oh, Pit Lord level 5. You do not want to have a single ground unit anymore. At this stage. Oh, look at him go. Oh, it's 90% cleave now. Oh, that's gonna be beautiful. But against Breaker and Priest and Pit Lord, Wyvern is also good. I agree! Shush, what can I tell you? I tried to educate these filthy orcs for many years, and they're not listening. They are playing every single unit but Wyvern, and then they complain that they never win. You know, what else can I say? Yeah, these Tauren are rip. See, that's why bad riders are shit versus these griffins. They don't get the kills. You need 3 high damage threshold. Thank you for the display. And Cleave owns absolutely everything. Here once again with the fight recap. Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh yeah. I added tech timings into the graph. It's kinda maybe a bit small. Maybe not. I'm not so sure. Okay, first test of the fight recap. And I gotta say, I think it recapped the fight very nicely. Ooh, we got a Swedish battle. We got a Swedish battle. Oh, boys. KNOFF vs STARSHAPED. Let's go. Yes, Mr. KNOFF is a beast. But he's a wonderful beast. He's a very lovely beast. And what's also a beast is the wonderful new map of Fading Autumn. Dice is my absolute personal hero, as he displayed how to properly play this map by cleaning the mercenary camps, getting the Ogre Magi, and cast Bloodlust on everything there ever was. Your Pit Lord, your Podum, your Hippo Riders, everything. Now, this will not be the case here, I think, but we have a Tavern Hero. It's so cool to have STARSHAPED back, by the way. Love the guy. He's also streaming quite a bit. Check him out. Same as KNOFF. And he's a big fan of the Dark Ranger, which is freaking great. And now we suck. And since in the similar to what we did in the 2000s, we still pair whatever hero we're playing with the Huntress. Yes, please. For other people, APM is the measuring stick. For STARSHAPED, HPM is the measuring stick. Huntress per minute. And that number shall rise. On the other side, KNOFF is having a little bit of fun himself with the Shadowhunter first. Whoops. I have to remind myself to deactivate the browser source for the fight recap. Okay, entertain me. Shadowhunter first. That was most likely a second Pit Lord of the day, huh? Isn't it? Had a funny game with STARSHAPED recently. Not playing much, but I enjoyed this game. Ah, STARSHAPED is a wonderful, wonderful person. Nah, can we set this up? He wants the Magi. You can tell... STARSHAPED? What? Excuse me? What the... Why? What did the... Why did the... Ay. No, that's... I think we have to restart this and watch it again. Happens to the best of us, ladies and gentlemen. Happens to the best of us. So, KNOFF already showing this mercenary camp can be powerful with the dispel. Yeah, we have to watch this again. Yeah, Shadowhunter off to a good start. What a lovely, lovely level 3 creep route, you might say. And as I always say, all roads on Fading Autumn lead to level 3. Whatever you creep, in whatever constellation, you're always reaching level 3 on Fading Autumn. It's a nature's law. Oi, 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 Knopf. That is nasty. That is nasty. Good old Oscar has some catching up to do. No losses though, so that's fine. And it is a pit lord. Guys, 2 games, 2 pit lords. What more can you hope for?
Players' forces are under attack.
Yeah, this is not the ideal scenario for StarShaped so far. How does the Dark Ranger scale against Pit Lord Shadowhunter, I wonder? Another Pit Lord. Double Pit Lord! This is what we can hope for. Okay! Let's see then. Well, grunts and hunts, rather sturdy. Nobody really is pimping the pity. Gogonash versus Askalor. Starship wins. So both can support this hero really well with healing and with a little bit of disable. And then it's going to be the question who pimps the hero better. I love spending time on Fading Autumns, guys. I love it. So, now we need Bloodlust. I mean, that's a fact, no? Witch Doctor, Torrent Totem, and Headhunters. That sounds evil.
Are under attack.
No, oh, get the ogre. You got the, yeah, you got the gold almost. Almost. No, 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 no. Ogre Magi in Bloodlust. Rah, rah, rah. Starship probably doesn't know. Lovely double level up. Ring of Regen, also nice. So unfortunately we're building tanky heroes. Ooh, can someone create a little list for me with every hero that has a healing spell? It shouldn't be that many. Shadowhunter, Death Knight, Paladin, Alchemist. Is that it? Keeper, technically? We can definitely include that value. Dark Ranger also, yes, true. Wonder if the API can track that. I think, you know, the Chinese overlay, every hero has a healing done value attached to it, but I think we don't need it with every hero. We only need it with the heroes that can actually heal. Okay. Level 2 cleave activated. Ooh, now I can check if we see the value of cleave. Cleaving attack. Damage dealt 0. Okay.
A player's forces are under attack.
Well, looks like we cannot track that. That is then not possible.
A town is under siege.
Yeah, I think passives, like, it shows for like coil, stormbolt, etc. But it doesn't for passives. Double heal scroll. Bears are there. But also Witch Doctor Master for even more healing. Takes the Huntress away. How evil. Cleave should work versus buildings. Mr. 8-Man. I see we both ride the wave of new technology together. You take care of pictures, I take care of fight recaps. Wait, will something die? Oh, I don't see. Did something die? I didn't see. Thankfully, I got a fight recap. And we see that Starshaped lost quite a lot. But mostly a couple of dryads, a building, and that tome. You know, the blue isn't that readable, I have to say. Might need an outline. Dark colors hard to read as text, e.g. blue. $50-50, guys. 50-50-50. Oh! Does the scroll of speed overlap? No, it doesn't. Nice. Good spacing. Good spacing.
A player's forces are under attack.
Yes, it's a very progressive. Very, very, very progressive. We're bringing new information to the people. Serpent Ward's neat versus Dryads, but it's so many bears now. I wonder if it's worth it. Hex could counter the Pit Lord. Hex could counter the Life Drain. I think you really, really want Hex, no? Do you have issues downloading W3CHAMPIONS launcher? Can't open it? No. But the auto... I used the auto updater. But Starshaped has an expo. And KNOFF does not. But Starshaped, can you go through with just Dryads and Bears? I think it has been established. Dryad Bears might be the fastest tier 3 combo. But it's also the weakest tier 3 combo. And then you kind of want Chimeras, I think. If you guys now look at the army composition, we got Huntress, Sentry Ward, Dryad, Bear, Wisp. This messy, no? Was it that messy before? I'm pretty sure this army composition had an order that it followed. And now it's all a mess. I think. But I don't... Maybe it's like... Maybe I'm gaslighting myself. I don't remember life before the overlay update. Anyway, we got a sick fight, ladies and gentlemen. We're still waiting for the Scroll of the Beast on KNOFF's side that will increase damage drastically. We get some good pulverizers. We get some lovely cleavings. Level 4 by STARSHAPED now as well. Oh, that heal ward in the back. That heal ward in the back doing so much. It's running and running and running and running. No. And that Pit Lord might be affected by Howl. Oh, he didn't hit him with the Scroll of the Beast, unfortunately. But KNOFF following in Taker's footsteps, man. Shadowhunter Pit Lord is the way. I love that he's getting a bit more experimental in his builds recently. You can follow that, of course, at twitch.tv/KNOFF. Like, a couple of days ago, he was like, man, I was struggling with Orc Mirror so much. And now I'm going faster. It's like a whole new game. You can have so much fun in Orc Mirror. Why didn't I do this before? Oh, KNOFF streams, man. Gotta love him.
Forces are under attack.
And now we both got an expo. Oh, I didn't do a fight recap. Shit. It's gone now, right? Yes, it's gone. Fuck. Have to get used to that. That would have been the perfect moment for one. Well, it's hard to imagine how KNOFF is gonna get stopped. This is one of the ultimate armies, I think. With Tauren, with Witch Doctors, with so much healing. With a lovely, lovely, lovely level 5 Pit Lord. And yeah, against heal wards, it's a bit of a game of whack-a-mole. This experimental mentality reminds me of the KNOFF show. Love that show. You're old, my dude. You're old. But yes. They aren't doing shows like these anymore, huh? That's why the kids are so dumb these days and we are so smart. Because we had actual education on TV. Sendung mit der Maus. Which translates to the show with the mouse. KNOFF. Hugo. Oh, that's a lovely cleave right there. So I wonder, in fights like this where few things are dying, will the fight overlay work? Or does it need fine-tuning? Oh, STARSHAPED about to die. Did KNOFF really lose nothing? That's spectacular. No, he didn't. Run, run, no! KNOFF wins. It's good to see that eventually a Pit Lord wins. You know what would be neat? To be able to start and end an engagement and maybe save it with a timestamp. Fight at 5:11 or something. You could later see the statistics of decisive fights.